park. I've gotten a few questions on my blog asking advice about the visa process and such, and so we thought we'd make a quick video to help you out with that. Just sharing our experiences. Just remember, I'm American, he's Brazilian. This doesn't necessarily apply to all countries. This is just our process, just to give you a little guide, I guess. And if you want any more information, you can go to the embassy's website and they pretty much lay it all out for you. It's pretty easy. I'm American. I had to get a visa to go to Brazil to visit him, my boyfriend. And it was a lot easier for me to get a visa rather than him, because the United States is pretty strict about visas and such. But what I had to do was go online and fill out this application thing. It just has some pretty generic questions. I don't remember exactly because it was a few years ago. And then once I did, my dad helped me with a lot of it, so I'm not exactly sure. And I had to send in some documents to the embassy in Chicago because that's the closest one to me. And I could just mail it all in. I didn't have to do an interview or anything. And it just was like my social security number, my birth certificate, stuff like that.
Picture?
But, yeah, oh, and your passport, of course. But make sure you read like all the documents they need, because they weren't very specific with me. And they actually mailed it back to me because I didn't have all the documents that they required. And so I had to send it again. And that made me really worried because I was afraid I wasn't going to get it on time. But I did. They were pretty quick about it. So they just sent my passport back and it had the visa inside of it. And it was valid for 10 years. So I'm good to go after that. I don't have to like renew it or anything every time I go there. Just basically get on the plane and go.
Mine was a little different because, to start with, anyone coming to the United States needs to fill out a form called DS-160, and that's where everything begins. In this form, you answer like a bunch of questions, like your personal data, your family. They need to know if they have criminal records, if you have criminal records, what you do, where you went to school to, and like it's a bunch of stuff. Anyways, that's also where you pick the embassy you're gonna go to for your interview. But before that, you need to pay a fee and you go to a place named ASC, Applicant Service Center, or something like that. I don't remember exactly. But that's where they get your biometrical data, which is basically your fingerprints and your picture to make the process faster in the embassy. Anyway, so you pay the fee. The visa fee was $160. I went there and I got my picture taken, my fingerprints taken. Then I scheduled my interview in the embassy, which was in Brasilia. I went there and the interview was actually really fast. They asked me very generic questions as well, like where I was going to, what I'm gonna do there, how long I'm staying, and yeah, it was a 5-minute interview that was really quick. People that are scared of that they really shouldn't be. If you have nothing to hide, it's gonna be fine.
You just have to be honest.
Be honest and open with them.
And also, we both went on tourist visas. That's also a question I get, which visa you should go on. We both just did tourist visas, and we were visiting friends, and you can say you're visiting your boyfriend or girlfriend, just being honest.
Yeah.
But you could also say friends, because I would consider his family my friends, so I'm also visiting them.
Yeah,
you know?
and also we don't really have official relationship, like we're not married officially or anything like that. But then my visa was valid only for like 3 months, so I had to renew it to come here for the second time. And that's where I had to pay another visa fee, which it was the $160. But this time I didn't have to go for any interview since I already had a visa.
Yeah, and
so,
he now has a visa that's also valid for 10 years.
Yeah.
So
as long as I stay
easy.
less than 90 days a year.
You just have to follow the instructions they give you, and it's pretty simple. As long as you do what they say and be honest, then they'll just give you the visa.
Yeah, and they're nice too. They're nice too, like the consular officers, they're not as mean as they make them seem. Like, they were really nice to me all the time.
And if you're worried about them saying no for whatever reason, they worry more about like the fact of you staying as an illegal immigrant. So for anyone that's coming to the United States, basically they want proof that you will go back to your country. So if you're in school or you have a job, that's a really good thing to tell them, because then they know.
That's a really good thing to do, actually. Go on your country's embassy website, because they have lots of tips and advice for you.
Alright, so that's it.
That was
Hope
it.
that helps.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions, just...
Yeah, you can ask me on Tumblr anytime. I'll answer.
We'll be happy to answer you guys, and you can see you again, or not. Bye.
Bye.